Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be looking at Etsy variations because they just added this processing time variation that you can add to your variations, which I think is a really good thing. We'll go into Etsy and look at that. And I'm going to create a new listing because the shop that I have on Etsy now is fully digital. It's only downloads. You can't do variations on digital. So this doesn't really apply to me, but I will create a physical listing to see how to set it up. We're going to walk through the whole thing. Let's just go on over and do it because there's no reason to keep talking about it. Let's just go start. To set up these shipping profiles, and this is a processing profile, this isn't a shipping profile, but you're going to go to your settings on your shop dashboard and shipping settings. And then this page will come up. This is in the first section and your order processing schedule will be there. You should go in here and check this because sometimes Etsy does some wacky things and they will just add things to your profiles. And so you want to make sure that those are right. But what you will see here is your shipping profiles if you've set any of those up. And I just added this one for the sake of argument because that's what I'm going to be doing with this listing. We're going to create a listing for some edible seashells because that's a good example of things that I might be able to ship quickly. And then some things might take longer, even though it's the same product. We're going to go to the processing profiles here, which is new. We're going to create one for ready to ship first because what I'm going to do a listing for Gunpei seashells, which are edible seashells that you can put on cakes. And I made those in bulk. So I had them in white that were ready to go. If someone ordered them and the variation was white, I could just put those in the mail and ship them. If they ordered them and they were colored, then they want me to paint the color on them. That takes longer. So this is a good example for this kind of thing. So for the ready to ship, I can ship that in 1 to 2 days, which is the recommended. See, Etsy wants us to ship things fast. I don't care what they tell people. We can never compete with Amazon on shipping. No, they want us to ship things 1 to 2 days, but I am going to put that. I never put 1 day shipping because number one, that's unrealistic. And this is processing. This isn't shipping, but 1 day processing time. So I'll send it tomorrow. Etsy's system doesn't handle that well, but I never do that because I want to give myself a little bit of a cushion. So even if I do have white Gunpei seashells that are ready to ship immediately when someone orders them, I always put 1 to 2 days because that gives you the little cushion. All right. So we're going to do ready to ship and then we're going to click create and that profile should show right here. Okay. Now I'm going to create one because if somebody orders seashells that are colored, like I said, it's going to take me time to put the color on them to get them the right look and the whole thing. So for that, I'm going to do processing time 3 to 5 days. And that would be a made to order thing because I make it when someone orders it. The ready to ship are things that you have in stock already. They don't need to be personalized. They don't need to be customized. You can just put them in the mail and send them. Made to order means a little bit extra has to be done to it. So I'm going to do 3 to 5 days. We're going to put create. Now that will create these profiles and you can see that. I don't think that you can change the names on these. It's either going to be made to order or ready to ship, but you can create new ones with a different processing time. So let's say I want to do a made to order that's 5 to 7 days. I can create that. It will show up here and it looks like they're sorting them together. So all the made to orders are going to be together in order of the days and the ready to ships are going to be underneath those. So you can make as many of these profiles as you want. And if you run into a situation where you're listing something new and you do need a different profile than the ones that you have, just come back in here and make a new one. It's not a big deal. Okay, now let's go over to create a listing. And I'm going to put seashells. All right, seashells. And I don't need to do all this stuff. I'm just going to try to skip past this. It is a physical item. I made it. It is a finished product. When was it made? I'm going to put made to order. What tools are used to make this item? None. I don't use tools. I use my hands. I don't have production partners. So let's go to the next section. Okay, so title. I'm going to put seashells. And I'm not going to go through this whole thing. I do want to add some photos. All right, with the magic of editing, I just found 3 photos of different sets of seashells that I used to sell. And these will actually fit those 3 processing profiles. So I'll be able to put 3 in. And they're all the edible seashells. So there's the pictures there. That's what I want. Now I'm just going to do some nonsense here to fill it out. I'm going to do some nonsense. Oh, I have to do a number. I'll do 9. That's easy. I'm going to I'll put in 10 as the quantity. I'm not going to publish this, obviously. Now we're going to add variations. You can add two variations. Use the variation types listed here for peak discoverability. All right. So if you really want to, the peak discover, I don't even know what that means. Okay. They probably use these as filters. Okay, it says you can add a custom variation, but buyers won't see the option in filters. So that's exactly what they're doing. So if you want to be added to the filter system on Etsy, which these days I think is probably a good idea, unfortunately, then go ahead and do this. Now, if you do create your own, these are not filtered. So these are not included in search filters. What I'm going to go back, I'm going to delete this variation. I'm going to click add variation and we'll do primary color because I think I do want to be found in filters if that's an option. Anything that helps you be found in Etsy search system is a plus. Okay, so the first one is going to be white, right? So that's my first variation. The second variation, I'm going to put beige because the seashells are beige. All right, now the third set that I have has a lot of different colors in it. It's not rainbow. I'm going to put rainbow because I want to be included in those filters. It's just irritating that I have to choose that. All right, so first I'm going to put prices vary, processing profiles vary because there were three different ones, and quantities vary just to have that on the field so that we can see what it looks like. So I'm going to click apply, and this is what it's going to show you now. So the first thing is white. Now let's say that the white ones are the $9 ones, and there are 10 of them that I have ready to go, and I'm going to choose the processing profile ready to ship. That's great. Okay, now before they change this, this processing profile would have to go on every single one of these, which is problematic because then you either have to say that this one takes longer to ship and that affects your position in ranking, and customers might not buy it if they need it quickly. But now you can do this. So this is actually a good improvement. So let's do the beige ones are going to be $12, and I have 5 of them that I could go, and we're going to put those already 3 to 5 days. The rainbow ones, that's a lot more stuff in them, so I'm going to do that, and I'll put 3. And I'm just doing these numbers randomly. I just want to show you what it's going to look like when we get to the listing. And because there's more that goes into these are going to be made to order 5 to 7 days. So now we've got 3 different prices. We have 3 different variations with 3 different prices, 3 different quantities in stock, and 3 different processing profiles. And this is actually an improvement, like I said. So this is a good thing that Etsy has done this. But the other thing I wanted to show you is that when you go into manage variations, and up here at the top, it says link photos to this variation. All right, so we're going to go into our photos, and I uploaded 3 photos, right? So this is the white one, and see how it's showing the photo here now? This is the beige one, and this is the one that has a lot of stuff in it. So once we click done here, and you can do this when you create the variation, but I wanted to put everything in place, and then to show you how to do that, we're going to click apply. And now these are linked to the variation. So when customers click on that in the listing, that picture will come up and they can see exactly what they're ordering. And if you have a lot of color variations or just a lot of variations in general that are visual, so size is not such a big deal. You'd have to do mock-ups with different sizes and that kind of thing. But if you have color variations, I think it's pretty important to put those pictures with the variations because it's a lot less confusing for people to see what they're actually going to get if they have the variation in a picture that goes with it. All right, so I'm going to click publish on this. I don't know if it will let me. Okay, shipping profile. Okay, yeah, see, I haven't done the shipping profile. So let's scroll down here to the shipping profile, and I'm going to select the only one that I have, which is that, and it's, let's say, 6 ounces. Again, I'm not going to fix this, all right? And I always put in 1, 1, 1 because Etsy messes up the size of the box, and it doesn't matter to the things that I ship, so I did that, and then it won't add too many to it and make it an oversized box. I'm going to click publish, and now this listing is live in my shop. Nobody had better order it because I'm not selling it. Okay, so let's go to the shop and we're going to see what this looks like for customers. All right, so customers are going to see this, and I think I have a sale going on right now, so it's marked down. And you're really not supposed to do that, but this isn't a real listing anyway, so I'm going to delete it. So we go to the listing, and we're going to select a color. So if it says select a color, it's going to have the different colors. If I click on this picture comes up. So that's really handy. If I click on rainbow, this picture comes up. And that's the important thing, is that people see what they're going to buy, because if they're thinking rainbow and this picture comes up, that's not good. They're not going to understand that, and they're like, why am I looking at that? It's much better to show people what they're going to get and have that connected. So then the quantity for rainbow, remember I said only 3 were available, so that's only showing 3. For white, I had said that 10 were available, so there's that. And for the beige, I had said that 5 were available. So that is correct. And you might want to go and check if you have that. If every single thing is different, then you might want to go and check to make sure Etsy is displaying it correctly. But that's how that's going to work. I've opened a separate window to show you what it looks like in the shopping cart. So we're going to do beige because that's up there already. Let's say I'm going to put 3 of them in my cart. I'm going to add it to the cart. And then this is how it's going to look in the cart. Oh, it says it's already in one cart. So I think that that's because I was messing around with this and I probably put it in a cart, or maybe that's this cart. I don't know. But that's just a nudge for customers. This means nothing. This is trying to get customers to be fearful that their thing is going to sell out, so they need to buy it quickly. But they can edit this in the cart, and it does show the picture of the thing that they're ordering. Let's go back and put another variation in the cart. Let's do the rainbow, and we're going to order one of those. Add to cart. Okay, yeah, already in 2 carts. This is very deceptive, but that's how it is. So I'm going back to my cart. So this is what it looks like. So it'll show what they're ordering, how many, and the picture of what they're ordering, which is why you want to link the picture to the variation. It just verifies for people what they're ordering, and it's a good thing to do. It should at the end say what the processing time will be. And I have heard from people that they actually are giving you good processing times with this system. And I think that this is a good change, because if you do have variations, you don't have to split the difference now if the processing time is different. You do want to go in and make sure that Etsy has not done something weird with your times, because like they said, they're automatically putting things in there until we go in and check to make sure that it's right. And they're basing it on their own estimates, which we all know are not the greatest. So just go into your dashboard, check that you do have all the processing times and everything set up correctly, and make sure that your variations are correct. So give this video a thumbs up, ask me any questions in the comments, and I will talk to you later.